Hello students, today we are starting with our first topic of grammar, that is question tag. Let me give you just brief information about the topic, that what the topic is and what the topic deals with. Okay, first of all, question tag is basically used in oral verbal English and not in written English. Okay, in oral English, I mean to say when you are talking to someone, when you are speaking, when you are having communication, when you are conversating with someone, at that point, at that time, you may use question tag for asking or seeking the agreement and the confirmation of the others. Okay, now in question tag, basically what happens and how you seek or ask for the confirmation and agreement of the other person. Basically, what you want to say, what you want to speak, you say it once. Okay, like example, okay, I say Raj is a good boy. Okay, so I wanted to speak this, I said it. Now this is my thoughts. I want an agreement of others, that what others feel or whether they are agreeing with me or not. So what I will be doing after telling what I wanted, that Raj is a good boy, I will be telling, isn't he? Isn't he? Okay, so example, I am telling to you, Raj is a good boy. Now this is my thoughts. Whatever I wanted to say, I said it. Raj is a good boy. Now I want your confirmation or your agreement whether you people are agreeing with me or not. So I will be adding these two words to create a question. Example, Raj is a good boy. Isn't he? So you will be replying whether you are agreeing with me or not in yes or no time. Okay? In our day-to-day speaking, also we many times use in our vernacular language, that is, उसने बहुत अच्छा किया के नहीं. So this किया के नहीं basically question tag which we are studying over here. I hope that you have understood that what the question tag is all about. Now coming again to the technicality of the question tag. So basically in question tag, as assuming that you people, you students are of standard 10th and you have certain knowledge of question tag as you have studied in earlier classes. So I will be moving very fast forwardly. So let me directly jump onto the technicality of the question tag. Now see, basically question tag is equal to personal pronoun plus question tag is equal to auxiliary plus personal pronoun. Okay, now this is the question tag. The two words which you add after the sentence is question tag, and the two words has auxiliary in it and a personal pronoun. Okay, again one more example, let us take, for example, they are happy. Okay, so now what will be the question tag? It will be aren't they. Now how I came on to this answer, I will be explaining it later on. Just I am making you understand that question tag is equal to auxiliary plus personal pronoun. Now see here, this is the question tag. Over here see, it's aren't, that is an auxiliary, and then it is a they, that is personal pronoun. Fine. So this is question tag, that is question tag is always made up of two words, okay, that is auxiliary and personal pronoun. These two words are always used to make question tag. I hope you have understood till here. Now moving ahead, now see, in question tag, how many types of questions or how many types of cases you might encounter while you will be solving your paper or when you are preparing for your board exam. So there are total in all approximately 6 cases, okay, or 6 types of question which you have to learn, which you have to understand, and which I will be explaining over here. Before coming to that, let me tell you few points which you have to always keep in your mind when you are going through this topic. First is that while making question tag, no letter should be capital. No letter should be capital. Okay, this is the first thing which you have to remember. No letter should be capital. If the statement is positive, then the question tag, in short I am writing, the question tag will be negative. Okay, if the sentence is positive, that is affirmative, the question tag will be negative, and vice versa. That is, if sentence is negative, then the question tag will be positive. Let me give you one example of it, a short example. Example, it is raining. So see, the sentence is positive, there is no word, not a single word which shows negation. Okay, so the sentence becomes positive and the question tag will be then negative, that is, isn't it. See, I made negative question tag, I added not in it. And if the sentence would be, it is not raining, it is not raining. Now see, the sentence is negative. So the question tag will be positive. Is it? See, the question tag is positive. So these are the two examples which I gave you over here. I hope you have understood whatever I have taught till here. Now see, these are the few things which you have to keep in your mind when you are solving question tag question. Okay, the first thing, as I said, that no letter should be capital. Now see, I have added two examples I have given over here. I have used question tag over here. Now see, not a single letter is capital. Unless and until only I comes. Example, let me give you one more example. Example, I am writing. So now, see here, the question tag will be aren't I. Now see this. If I is coming as a pronoun, only then it will be capital, otherwise not a single letter will be capital in question tag. So students, if you want, you can note it down because I will be erasing it, okay, to go ahead. So please pause the video if you want and then note it down. Okay, now see, these two things you please remember, that no letter should be capital, okay, when you are making question tag, and if the statement is positive, then the question tag will be negative. Negative means you will be adding not to it, and vice versa. That means that if the sentence is negative, then the question tag will be positive always. Okay, fine till here. Now for the students, as I told you, and as we know that question tag is equal to auxiliary plus personal pronoun. Now many of you might not be knowing that what are the auxiliaries, how many auxiliaries are there. So for them I am drawing over here a short tree diagram. So if you want, you can also note it down so that you can remember the auxiliaries and you can easily pick out from the sentence that whether the sentence is containing auxiliary or not, and you can come to the answer quickly. So now coming to the auxiliary. Now see, auxiliary are basically divided into two, that are primary auxiliary and, as you know, modal auxiliary. So primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary. The auxiliary is of total 16 types, in that 3 are primary and 13 are modal auxiliaries. Now primary auxiliaries are further divided into 3, that is B form, half form, just spare my handwriting, and do form. Okay, B form is further divided into 7, that is am, is, are, was, were, being, and last is being. B form, primary auxiliaries are 3, B form, half form, do form. Be form further divided into 7. Am, is, are, was, were, be, been. Okay. Have form is divided into 2. Including have, it is 3. That is has and had. Okay. Have form has and had. Including have, there are 3. Do form again, it has 2. That is does, did, and including do, it becomes 3. So primary auxiliaries, these are all primary auxiliaries. Primary auxiliaries are of 3 types, that is be form, have form, do form. Be form has 7, am, is, are, was, were, been. Have form has 2 types, that is has and had. Do form has 2 types, that is does and did. Now coming to modal auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries are total of 13 types, very easy to remember. Now first 8 modal auxiliaries will be studying in pair. Now see, can. So can's pair is could, will is would, may is might. Okay, one more remains, that is shall is should. Now this becomes 8. Okay, now see, in pair we are going can, could, will, would, may, might, shall, should. 8 is over. Now 5, these are individuals, so you have to by heart it. Must, ought. Ought is basically synonym of should. Okay, many students might have not heard this word before. So can, could, will, would, may, might, shall, should, 8 this, and 5 individual, that is must, ought, dare, need, use, many of them write used to. So these are 13 modal auxiliaries which you have to remember, and 3 primary auxiliaries. So these are all comes under auxiliary. Okay, so these are auxiliaries. Now we will be coming on to the cases. Okay, so before that, you please, if you want, you can pause the video and please note these auxiliaries and you study it, you by heart it, which will be coming to use in many other grammatical topics ahead. Now moving ahead, direct to the cases. Now we are coming to the technical part, that how many cases are there in auxiliary question tag and how to solve it. Now in these, let me write cases, or you can say type of questions. Now in that, number 1 is order, command, request. This is the first one, order, command, request. Okay. Number 2, 1 auxiliary. Number 3, 2 auxiliary. Number 4, no auxiliary. Number 5, what if the sentence starts with let? Okay, what you have to do? And then number 6 will be coming is, what if I am comes in the sentence and the sentence is positive. So these are basically 6 types which we are going to see, or 6 cases, okay, which we are going to see, and these are only the type of question which you will be encountering and which you have to learn to accomplish the topic. Okay. Now number 1, coming to order, command or request. Now always remember, these are not only cases, types of question, but also these are your steps. These are your steps. Always remember, whenever any question tag question comes, you have to follow these steps. These 4 are the steps. Till here it is the step. These 4 are the steps. First step is you have to see order, command or request, then first, then second, then no auxiliary. Now let me first tell you about these cases. Now if the sentence is having order, command or request, if the sentence is having order, command or request, then your question tag will always be will you or won't you, depending upon your sentence whether it is positive or negative. If the sentence is negative, then you will be adding positive question tag, that is will you, and the sentence is negative or positive, you will be adding negative question tag, that is won't you. So first step, basic step is you will be seeing whether the sentence is having order, command or request or not. It is very important. Otherwise, if any tricky question comes, you will fail to give the right answer. Okay? Then coming to one auxiliary. What is one auxiliary? If the sentence is having one auxiliary, then you have to make use of that auxiliary, obviously for making question. You have to make use of that auxiliary. What if, for example, so whenever any question comes of this topic, question tag, the very first thing you have to see is order, command or request. You please check order, command or request. You directly don't jump to see whether the sentence is having auxiliary or not. If you are directly jumping to see the auxiliary and then making use of that auxiliary, making question tag, then it is might possible that you will be landing on the wrong answer. Let me give you one very straight answer, one very good example of it. For example, if I tell you, do not open the door. Do not open the door. Now see, if you will be directly jumping on to see whether the auxiliary is there or not in the sentence, then obviously there is auxiliary in the sentence, that is do, according to you. So what you will be doing, you will be making use of this auxiliary in making question tag. Okay, you will be telling the answer is, the sentence is do not open the door, so sentence is negative and auxiliary is also there, or do is there, so I will be adding positive question tag and then you will be landing onto the wrong answer. Because do is not, will not going to be used as in question tag, in making question tag in this example, because the sentence is order, command or request. It is an imperative sentence, it has order, command or request. So you won't be using do in making question tag. Beside that, you will be directly adding will you or won't you, and in this example you will be using will you as the sentence is negative, so the question tag has to be positive. So if you are directly jumping to see whether the sentence is having question tag or the sentence is having auxiliary or not, so you are going to be most probably you are going to give wrong answer. That is why I am always telling you people that please follow the step. That is, first you have to see whether order, command or request is there or not. Okay, if order, command or request is not there, then you go ahead and check whether auxiliary is there or not. Okay, for example, in my sentence, in my statement, do not open the door. Do not open the door. So what I will be doing, I will be going for the first step, whether order, command or request is there. So I see do not open the door. So clearly here order is being given, the expression is of order in the sentence. So I won't be going on to the second, but I will be directly adding will you as my question. Clear? So now coming to the second, that is second case, that is first auxiliary, one auxiliary. If the sentence is having one auxiliary, then what you have to do? Okay, what you have to do? Again, then you have to make use of the same auxiliary for making question tag. Example, for earlier, if you will be seeing many examples I have given to you. One more example, let me give you. Example, you are running. So you are running. So again, so what is the step what you will be seeing? First, again, please don't directly jump onto the auxiliary. Checking of auxiliary, please follow the step. That is, first you see that order, command or request is there or not in the sentence. Now you are running, there is no order, there is no request obviously. Then move to the second step, check the auxiliary is there. Yes, are is the auxiliary in the sentence. So what you will be doing, you will be making use of that auxiliary for making question tag. Fine. Now what if the sentence is having two auxiliaries? Let me give you one example of two auxiliary. Example, you should have completed the work. Now see in this example, you should have. Now should is also an auxiliary and have is also an auxiliary. Now two auxiliaries are coming in the sentence. Now you should have completed your work. Now see, please, again I tell you that go through the steps which I have written over here. First, please check order, command or request. So clearly order, command or request is not there in the sentence. Then check the auxiliaries. So you'll be finding two auxiliaries in the sentence. So what if the two auxiliaries are there in the sentence? What you have to do, make use of first auxiliary. Make use of first auxiliary for making question tag. So if in my example, in my case, you should have. So which is the first auxiliary? Should. So I will be making use of this auxiliary for making question tag. That is, you should have completed your work. So the question tag will be, you should have completed. See, the sentence is positive. So my question tag will be negative. Shouldn't you? You should have. So should comes first, then have comes. And we have to make use of first auxiliary. That is should. Should is first. Then comes have. So shouldn't have. Shouldn't you? Sorry. Shouldn't you? You should have completed your work. The question tag you will be putting is shouldn't you. Okay. Now coming to the next, that is if there is no auxiliary. Again, please remember that follow the steps. Why? Because when there is no auxiliary, please listen carefully. When there is no auxiliary, you have to make use of do, does, and did for making question tag. Do, does, and did for making question tag. You will be making use of these three. Now, why I am again and again repeating that please follow the steps, because see again, if I tell you, give me your book. Give me your book. Now see, give me your book. Give me your book. There is no auxiliary. So what you will be, if you won't be following the steps, you will be directly falling onto the conclusion that the sentence is having no auxiliary. It means that I have to make use of these three, that is do, does, and did for making question tag. Again, you are wrong. Why? Because the sentence is having the expression of order, command or request. Give me your book. Clearly it shows order or request. Give me your book. Fine. So instead of using do, does, and did, you will be making use of won't you, will you, or won't you. Am I very clear? So that is why I'm again and again repeating that please follow the step, otherwise any tricky question comes and you will be writing the wrong answer. Okay? So again, if I give you the example, let me clear this thing, this title, okay, and give you few. Let me write examples over here. See example: open your book. Open your book. So this is the question example. So what I will be doing, I will be first checking. First step I will be order, command, or request is there. Obviously, open your book. It is order. It is order. Okay. So I will be making use of will you or won't you in making question tag. Now see the sentence is positive, so I will be making use of negative question tag. It is won't you. I will be writing over here. And I will be giving question mark at the end, which is compulsory, otherwise your entire answer will be wrong and you will be scoring a big egg over here. Yeah? So please see to it. Now let me give you another example. Let me give you, see, she performs very well. She performs very well. Okay, she performs very well. Now I have to add a question tag. Now what again I have to do? Please follow the steps. First is order, command or request. So you will see whether order, command or request is there in the sentence or not. She performs very well. There is no order, there is no request. Okay, so you won't be making use of will you and won't you. Come to the next step, that is auxiliary. Please serve the auxiliary. Auxiliary is there. There is no auxiliary in the sentence. If there is no one auxiliary, then how come there will be two auxiliaries? So then coming to the next, that is no auxiliary. So this is clear case of no auxiliary. So now you will be coming on to the conclusion that you have to make use of do, does and did for making question tag. Clear? Now how from these three, which one to use for making question tag? Now this is the thing which you have to understand. Now see, do and does. Do and does and this did. Now do and does is present. Did is past. So if the sentence is present tense, you will be making use of do or does. If the sentence is past tense, you will be making use of did. Now in our example, now see the sentence whether it is present or past. How you'll be able to understand? See the verb. Which is the verb? Performs. Performs is the verb. Now verb, see, it is in present tense, it is performed. If it would be in past tense, it would have been performed. Ed would have been added to it. So it is performed, that is present tense. Clear? Now see, if means did won't be coming because did comes in past tense. And our sentence is in present tense, so do or does will be coming. Clear? Now again we are left with two options, do or does. So which one we have to select? Then we have to see the subject. Now which is the subject in the sentence? That is she. If subject is singular, then you will be making use of does. Does is used for singular. If subject is plural, you will be making use of do. So she is singular, so you will be making use of does. Clear? In making question tag. And sentence is positive, so does will become negative, that is doesn't she. Clear? So you have to go according to the steps. Please go according to the steps. It is grammar, either full marks or 0 marks. There is no half mark over here. So a silly mistake of yours, a silly carelessness can lead you to 0 marks. Clear? So first step, order, command or request. If the sentence is having order, command or request, you will be adding question tag as will you or won't you. If there is one auxiliary and no order, command or request, you will be making use of that auxiliary only for making question tag. If there is two auxiliary, you will be making use of first auxiliary to make question tag. And if there is no auxiliary, okay, you will be making use of do, does and did. Let me give you one more example of do, does and did. Okay, one more example let me give you. Example, he planted. I am giving you easy examples just to clear your concept. Okay, he planted a tree. He planted a tree. Now see again, is there any order, command or request? Obviously no. So will you or won't be coming. Coming to the next step, auxiliary, search auxiliary, one auxiliary, two auxiliary, no auxiliaries are in the sentence. Again you are coming, then the sentence is of no auxiliary. It is of no auxiliary case. Okay, it is a no auxiliary case. So in no auxiliary what comes? What you have to make use of? That is do, does and did for making question tag. So from 3, what you have to do? Do, does or did. How you will be tracking out that which do, does or did, what you have to add. How you will come to know? It is by seeing the tense of the sentence. Okay, and tense you will be finding out by seeing the verb. In the absence of auxiliary, the verb shows the tense of the sentence. Always remember, in absence of auxiliary, verb shows you the tense. So now see, this is the verb that is planted. It clearly shows us that it is in past tense. Okay, so from do, does and did, which is used in past tense, that is did. Did. So directly you will be adding did, but not did, because the sentence is positive, so you will be adding didn't. And subject is he, so didn't he. This will be a question tag. Didn't he? Did. Basically it is said as didn't he. Okay, didn't he. So this is a question tag. So now these are the 4 steps and these are the 4 cases as well. Now coming on to the 5th case, which is very easy. If the sentence is starting with let, example, let's go for shopping, let's go on a walk, let's play, let's roam together in jungle, whatever. If the sentence is starting with let, the question tag you will be adding will be shall be. Fixed. Nothing you have to see. If you find that the sentence is starting with let and it is asked that you have to add a question tag, you will be directly adding shall be. No need of seeing anything. Directly shall be. If the sentence is starting with let. So very easy case. Now coming to the last one. I am, and if the sentence is having I am and it is positive. Let me give you an example. See here. I am ill. I am ill. Now see, the sentence is having I am and the sentence is positive. So according to the rules of question tag, according to the rules. Now see, order, command or request is not there. Okay, so will you or won't be coming. You have to search for auxiliary. Is there any auxiliary? Yes, am is auxiliary. Okay, am is auxiliary. So according to the rules, you will be making use of am for making question tag. Okay, according to the general rules. you will be making use of am for making question tag, and the sentence is positive, so question tag will be negative. So according to the rules, it has to be amend I, right? But we don't write amend. Instead of amend, we write R and I. It is R and I. Only this is the exception. Instead of amend, there is nothing, no word of amend in English dictionary. Okay, it is R and. So if I am is coming and then the sentence is positive, you have to use R and instead of am. Clear? And same way, if the sentence is having I am and if the sentence is negative, example, I am not ill. I am not ill. So same, you will be writing that is am I. Am I. Again, I am writing the answer directly, but you have to follow the steps. Let me follow the step again for you people. See, I will be checking order command or request is there. No. One auxiliary is there. Yes, auxiliary is there. So I will be making use of this auxiliary making question tag. Obviously, sentence is negative, so I will be making positive question tag. So am clear. So this is the steps which you will be always following while you are solving question tag. Now I am giving you few examples. Few examples I am writing over here for you. If you will be able to solve these examples, you please assume that this topic is clear in your mind. Here I am giving you few examples. First, you write it down. You note it down over here. First example. Okay. Let me give you. Shut the door. She is quite fair. Third one. You must have done your task. This is the third one. Fourth one. Raj dances pretty well. Fifth one. Let's go for shopping. Let's go for shopping. Sixth one. I hope that you have completed writing these steps, so I am pushing it off. Let's go for shopping. Okay. Then I am far away. I am far away. Next, I play cricket. I play cricket. Number 8, you should work hard. Shot. Actually, these are the questions which you have to solve on your own, and please go according to the steps which I have shown you. You will be finding it very easy, and it will be filter out all your issues, all the mistakes which is possible that you will be committing. Okay, initially while solving the questions, and in this question, Okay, let me just remind you about one thing which is basically connected with this case. Okay, this case. What I want to say over here is, just please pay attention. Okay, as you already know and you have learned in tenses that I and you is always treated plural in present tense. In present tense. Okay. So if I write I walk alone. Now I have to add a question tag. I walk alone. So now see, according to the steps, what I will be seeing, first I will be seeing order, command or request. So there is no order, command or request, so will you or won't be coming. Then I am moving on to second, I will be searching auxiliary. So there is again no auxiliary. So then I will be moving that it is a case of no auxiliary. So I have to make use of 3, that is do, does and did. So for making use of these 3, sorry, for first I will be checking the tense. Okay, walk is the verb, so it is in present tense. So did won't be coming, do or does will be coming. Now does is used when the subject is singular, do is used when the subject is plural. Fine. So here you can see I. So I is basically singular, but in present tense we treat I as plural. Okay. So you will be writing over here don't I. Here don't I. Do comes when the subject is singular, is when the subject is plural. Here it is I, and I in present tense, I and you is always treated as plural. So because we are treating I as plural, I will be using do. Yeah. So please take care of this thing. Don't write does. We will be making use of do. Okay, because I and you is always treated as plural in present tense. Clear? Please take these 9 questions, solve it, and if you have any issues, any doubts, any problem, or if anything you want me to elaborate any of the point, any of the issues, please write in the comment, and inshallah day after I will be seeing it and I will be solving your queries. Thank you.